Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, hockey think tankers? In case you didn't know, Skate Tech Skate Sharpening Equipment Repairs brings you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. With over 23 years of sharpening and equipment customizing experience, Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening, blade profiling, team uniforms, and equipment alterations available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
Oh my God. I don't even know if I can get going right now. All right. What's up, everybody? Short shifts. Thank you to Skate Tech. Today, we have a topic. Jeffrey Lavecchio has no idea what this topic is. I do. But Jeffrey, should you choose to get on this magic carpet ride as a co-pilot with me, then we are going to have a fun conversation. Should you accept? Do you accept?
Let's go. Join the
All right,
carpet.
here we go. Dude. Let's talk breakaways.
Ooh,
Let's
God, I
talk
love breakaways.
You, Mr. Crazy Legs Lavecchio, back in the day, used to get all these breakaways as a player. I would be passing it to guys like you to get breakaways.
Yes,
but dude, like what? We got a lot of kids, you know, like shootouts are a thing now. Shootouts are in some like tournaments and stuff and youth hockey. Like, tell me, like, what's your thought process going in on a breakaway? How can we score more breakaway goals?
Make him make the first move, Conway. Make him make the first move. Don't know what that means. But anyways, man, when I was younger, and this is what I would tell people to not do. However, this is what I did. I had one move that I did almost all the time, and it worked every single time. And we called it the Lavecchio on my team, which was kind of making fun of it because it was literally fake forehand, stick handle, backhand, put it in. And I was skating so fast, I'd get past the goalie.
That's the only thing you can do.
Literally, Muncie would always be like, oh, he did the Lavecchio. We'd all laugh because it was my one move, and it was push forehand as I'm skating 1,000 miles an hour, bring it to my backhand and put it in. Paulie Stasny did the same move, but he would always open the goalie's legs up and sexy go 5-hole. I could not do that. I still can't do that. I don't care what age goalie. I don't know how to do that. Not in my repertoire. As I got older, I realized, oh my God, like goalies go against me more and more. In the older ages, guys are watching video. Like I can't do that. I became a shooter on most breakaways. Yes, if the goalie wound up not playing me well. Number one, when you're coming down on a breakaway, you should know how much time you have behind you if it's possible. Because if you have a guy right behind you, a lot of times you have to slow down a little bit to deke. So like if he's like right on you, you might not want to deke because he's going to be able to get his stick in there and mess with you, right? So you want to know how much separation you have. But the one thing you really want to look at is what's the goalie's gap? We talk about gaps with D-men to forward, but a lot of goalies will come out of their net and then kind of skate backwards with you, kind of trying to parallel your speed a bit so that they're taking away the most net they can. But when goalies are younger and even when they're older, like they're not always going to play that perfectly. So if a goalie is way far out of their net, a deke is going to be way harder for them to save. You pump fake, you have all the space behind them because they came out so far. If they're deep in their net, all of the net is open from shooting it, and you're probably going to have a way better chance to try and shoot in stride, pump fake, push, shoot, that type of thing. So I really look at like, where are the goalie's heels? Are they way forward in front of the crease? I love you, honey. My wife's going to work out. Woo! And she is a babe. That's going on the podcast. Anyways, Fit by Kiki, what's up? Saucer or follow, fam. Yeah, look where the goalie's heels are. Okay, look where the goalie's heels are. Now, here's another thing that you learn when you're older. Goalies are taught to look at your stick and your body language. So if you can do anything with your stick to kind of flinch, open up your blade like you're going to shoot it high and then make a move, open up your blade like you're going to shoot it high and shoot it low, things like that are going to trick them. The older you get, the more breakaways become chess. It's not checkers, it's chess. Goalies trying to do, they might fake a poke check. They're watching your hands. You're here, you're hiding the puck. You're trying to do things deceptively to throw them off on what you're going to do. Now, the last thing I'll say is lefties, low blocker, really good thing to look at when you're shooting. Righties, I love high glove right by the throat. Righties, no matter what angle on the ice you're coming from, whether it's on your offhand side or your backhand side, you can do things where it's really hard for a goalie to get their glove by their neck. So like if I was a righty, I would almost always make some type of move to get them to drop that glove a little bit, and I would shoot literally right for their throat where their glove is. Lefties, if you pull the puck in a little bit, what happens with that goalie's blocker hand, as long as they're normal-handed goalie, what the goalies are taught to do is get tight in their butterfly so there's no holes. When they bring that hand in and they go down in the butterfly between their elbow and the outside of their blocker side pad, there's a spot that's like 8 to 10 inches that if you put it there or post it in on that side, I mean, if I scored, if I averaged 20 goals, I think it was over my 9-year career that I was healthy and pro, if I was shooting, I probably scored 90% of my shots low blocker posting in. It's almost always there. Now, again, I don't think you need to have a set thing, but also like if somebody is coming up your ass on that breakaway and you have something that works really well and that's your go-to, I think it's nice to have those. Other than that, be deceptive. Look what the goalie's giving you. Where are their heels in relation to the crease, and decide, am I going to shoot or make a move?
Yeah, makes sense. Do you ever think about like what time of the period it is as far as the ice?
No, I was
It's more of a
almost
shootout thing in youth hockey.
Yeah, definitely
right?
shoot. If it's a shootout and the ice sucks, you need to take
Shoot.
that into consideration,
Yeah.
especially if they either don't do the ice at all or they only do the strip. Because a lot of players come in off angle on the shootout to mess with the goalie's depth perception and where they are in the net. But if the ice is really crappy outside that strip, you got to know that it's going to like slide differently when you go in and out of the Zamboni dice.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I love, what, like you talk about low blocker, and that was, you know what I think that was, man? I think that was Mark Messier. Really? Messier, when we were growing up, and Joe Sakic, those two guys especially, man, did they just absolutely torch goalies, low blocker, from the offside all the time. Now, I almost think it's the opposite. How many lefties are you seeing coming in from the left-hand side, shooting it in that same exact vicinity, but glove?
Yeah, I know.
Right,
yeah.
right above the pad, right under the glove.
Right,
you're seeing that so much right now. You know what else you're seeing too is you're seeing a lot of lefties coming in from their left-hand side too that are going 5-hole. So the goalie like moves their stick just a tad and they keep it on the ice and the 5. They make like a little fake, like they're going to go to their back, and then boom, it's like right There's underneath.
I just watched a video on that where the goalie's heel of the stick is and their right foot, if you're a lefty and you come down your forehand side, making a little bit of move, the way that goalies are taught to go down with their stick.
I saw that video too.
Did you? And I was like, oh man, because I in juniors, I almost strictly shot 5-hole because Mr. Stasny told me to. That guy scored a lot of goals, and I scored so many goals. But then Lurgy in practice started realizing, like, obviously, this guy just always shoots 5-hole. I'm just going to start plugging up the 5-hole. And Naranjo, University of Michigan coach, taught me to shoot low blocker and how to like position the puck and pull it and release it. And then from then on, I was like almost always low blocker with the occasional five cheddar.
Yeah, I do think you talked a ton. I always love coming in from like the off wing, and because I feel like it always gave me options. I could either shoot it low blocker, like across the grain, or I can make a move and then continue to go to my forehand and then go far side. Or what you could do is you can give a little pump fake with your right shoulder, and the goalie, same thing. The glove goes down because it looks like you're going to shoot the puck low, and then right over their it would be their left shoulder, right over their glove hand shoulder.
I've watched you do that, and you were nasty at that. I didn't have that in my game. I didn't practice it though. Like I practiced posting in low blocker a billion times a day.
I think in games, the faster you can go on a breakaway, the better. because the goalie, one of the points that you made that's really good is their depth is really important on a breakaway, and matching your speed coming back is what goalies are taught to do, right? Get out and then almost match the speed coming back. And so if you're skating faster, like it's going to mess up that goalie skating big time. You might not be able to change speeds like you can on a shootout because there's going to be back checkers, but that's why I think like really going fast, it allows you a lot better to make a move, make a deke on a breakaway. But like, look at the net and look at the goalie's depth. That I love what you said right there. If they're really far back in their net, you're going to see a lot more net. Just shoot it. Just shoot the puck. Yeah. If you can't see much, the goalie's probably got good depth or too much depth. And that way you can make a move and you'll be able to get it around them. So, Crazy Legs Lavecchio, breakaways. Try it in practice.
I wish I could be on a breakaway right. I'm playing in a charity game in a week or two, so I got to get on the ice and work on my B-ways.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, time's up. Share the show.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.